Very good morning one and all. Today's topic of discussion is all about the idea generation, incubation and commercialization of ideas and innovations. So all you remember that when we talk about the innovations and idea generation, we should know that we have to convert any idea into a form of business. And when we are talking about business and form of business, it may be any ideas, practice, objects or products. So let's talk about how an idea can be converted or how an idea can be generated. Okay, there are so many options by which we can generate the idea. It may be your hobbies by which you can get an idea. It may be your experiences, skill sets, your abilities which you can do, which you can perform, and it may be the products, what is and what it should be. By this you can get the particular idea of product development. Then also the external environment, when you are roaming around, when you are moving, when you are getting the exposure, you can get this idea how you can get this product much better which you have right now. Okay, so any idea when you have, you can be a very good successful, and you can have this a successful enterprise also. When you have this, it should be implementable, it should be innovative, and also you can manage it independently. Now I have already said that where you can get those ideas. First one is your consumers. When you have any idea and when your consumers are getting those ideas or availing those things, you have to focus on their unfulfilled needs, because when you address the unfulfilled needs, you can somehow address particular product, or you can think of that particular product which would be useful for them. Then the existing product, I always say that when you are having the existing product in your market by which you can develop this and you can attract much more consumer, so you have to think of it. Then distribution channels, whoever are involved in the distribution channel, they are much more aware about the unfulfilled, or I can say the needs of the consumers. So you have to get the needs of the consumer from the members or the actors involved in the distribution channels. Then research and development, this R&D is very much important whenever you are planning for any products and development. So you can have this R&D wing very strong and rigidly. Now I always say that whenever you are getting some ideas, it has some methodologies by which you can get the ideas. So first one is the focus group discussion. By focusing one particular aspect, we are generating ideas, and there are members involved, there are group members involved when we are discussing on that. So we are focusing on a particular topic. Then comes brainstorming. Precisely we are generating numerous ideas without any inhibition, without any distraction. So you are free to discuss, you are free to generate some of the ideas, and those ideas would be recorded. I mean to say that would be noted down, but there should not be an interruption. Third point is the problem inventory analysis. What is it? So we are generating ideas focusing on the problems we have. Okay, then comes reverse brainstorming. It's very important. So the participants here would be asked, if you have any problem, just you say how worse it can be. First you would be asked, would be given a problem, then you would be asked, just you say how worse this problem can be, and then we will be asking the solutions. Okay, then comes the synaptics. Okay, the synaptics is somehow the symbiotic and personal and fantasy, we will be getting some ideas. Then Gordon methods, in which we develop the ideas when the participants are unaware of the problem. You are not aware of the problem, and then you will be asked, just give the solutions of that. Fine. Then checklist method, you all know, throughout the checklist method you have a list, and after that we would be opting the some problem. And there are so many others like free associations, forced relationship, collective method, heuristic. Okay, then scientific method, value analysis, attribution listing, matrix charting, big dream approach, and parameter analysis. So these are all the steps, or I can say the methodologies by which an idea or ideas can be generated. Okay, then comes the product planning and development process. Okay, we have the 5 steps for that. So first comes with the idea stage. As we all know that we have some ideas and we have a list of ideas. Out of the list of several ideas, we have to think of any one which is felt to be superior, which is perceived to be superior, and we have to fix out it. Then comes concept stage. On this stage, based on the ideas we have prioritized, we have to actually go to the prospective consumers. Okay, and they will give their ideas. On that basis, we can add some of the points, we can refine our existing ideas. Then comes product development stage. What is it? The product development stage is actually we are developing the physical product. Okay, and we are evaluating through the consumers panel. Okay, then comes the test marketing stage. What is it? The test marketing is something we are making this product in the ambience of the market, actual marketing. When there are marketing actors, we'll be getting some of the feedbacks from the actors and we'll be moving to the commercialization process. At the last, we have the commercialization process. I always say that at this stage, the marketing actors and marketing departments are involved in promotional activities and its actual selling, by which you get some money in your hand. Another aspect is that environmental scanning. So environment is the environment, inner and outer environment of your firm, of your enterprise, of your companies. When you scan the outer environment, you can have the information in your hand what other companies are doing in a similar line, where you have to focus more, where you can develop your product much more convenience, with much more convenience. Okay, then come, I say, creative and creativity in problem analysis. This is another aspect, that creativity is defined as the ability to combine ideas in a unique way to make unusual association between ideas. I say the usual pattern, instead of usual pattern, we are unusually making or solving some of the problems within a unique way, within a unique manner. Brainstorming, I always say there is two, green stage and red stage. Okay, so what is it? Focus group discussion. I always mention that you are focusing some of the topics and you are discussing on so as to generate as many as ideas, as many as solutions. At the last, when we say that what are the common areas where we can get some of the ideas, that may be your current services also on the organization you are working, that come also a source of your ideas. Okay, then at the last I can mention some of the points of incubation process by which you can incubate your ideas. Incubation is something the ideas are getting converted into the actual practice. The ideas are converted into the actual practice. You can say it a physical form of your ideas. You are transforming your idea in a product or services. So what are the steps involved in the incubation process? You can say like help with business fundamentals, networking management, promotional supports. Then you can have the internet facilities and good connectivities, financial managements also. Then banks, loans, financial institution, connectivity with the financial institutions, strategic partners, whoever are giving the strategies, that may be any institutions, any private firms, that may be the strategic partners. Then venture capital, I always mention, I already said that venture capitals, you need venture capitalists to get fund for your new venture, to fund for your new enterprise. Okay, and then come advisory boards and mentors. It may be national, it may be international, it may be regional also. Then comes the organizational panel for identification. I always say that when you are going for the commercialization or market test, you should have some panel which consists of the consumers who can assess your products, whether it has the marketing value, whether it has the highest degree of commercialization or not. You have to say it, you have to check it. Then technology commercialization and actual assistant, and last intellectual asset management. I always say when you have the new enterprise and innovation, you have to think of the IPR, and there are some incubation firm or business incubators who assist in for this IPR, because it may be the possibilities when you have some ideas and you could not protect it by any form of IPR, that may be stolen. that may be taken by some of the corporate business firm and you cannot claim it as your own. So that IPR protection you need. So with this I can ask the students, if you have any questions you can ask. Over to the students. Whatever you have discussed, like idea generation, incubation process, product development stage, steps or methods of idea generation, commercialization, creativity thinking. So these are all comprises of today's discussions. So if you have any questions we can ask, whether we can end this. Any questions from the students? Did you understand it, everyone? Reply? Good. Thank you everyone.